Hello, my partner, Gen Z. You see, I'm calling you now, not just my grandchildren. I'm calling you my partners. You know English? Part, that you are part of me. And we are actually, you are one of me in making the government that I'm talking about. I want you to remember very well that it was not my business to get into politics, because I, an appointed prophet of God to the Wakikuyu. But when I talk to these guys, they are running away from me, just like they used to run away. In fact, at some stages, they are even ready to hurt me. Many times I have slept in the police cells. So, you are my partners in setting up the government where the Kikuyus who do not follow me will be left behind. And that was prophesied by Isa bin Maryam. He said that it will come a time that people will be separated to the left and leaving the Kikuyu who do not listen to me, and bringing in people who are not called, but now I'm calling you to be my partner in this. In this what? I want you to listen as I read this version of the Bible of Jehovah's, the earlier one, the 1984. That one they have not corrupted like the 2005, they corrupted. By the way, those who do not know me well, I was an elder of Jehovah's Witnesses, and we disagreed. That one would be another topic. But as a prophet to the Kikuyu, that rhymes very well with what the Bible, the Quran says. It says that God will be sending a prophet to every nation of their own people, of their own tongue. If I spoke to you in Kikuyu, you'll see that I understand Kikuyu very well. So I'm their prophet, but a rejected one. I'm a king, but a rejected king. There is something that brought this now another season of talking, because after 4 months, the last time I had said I took a break of 4 months interacting with my students and doing some research on the Bible. Behind me are containers of various medicines in it, and we'll be coming to discuss them. Why? Because you find that good health is part of politics. Politics is not just a question of you putting in your vote to elect somebody blindly. When I say blindly, it means that when you are voting, you are like a blind man, and you are being told to choose about the color of the rainbow. So you are just groping. You say, we want Ruto. Say, Ruto must go. We chose the wrong person. And it has been like that since 1963, when this country was given rulership by the British. And look at this, that there was no time that there came to be a president in the country whom people loved. So don't expect me to be loved, because I'm actually campaigning for my 2032 president. I said that 40 years ago, and I'm still campaigning. And let me tell you, I'm campaigning, but what kind of campaign am I doing? I'm not campaigning like these other people who cherish and worship democracy, because I call democracy democracy. Seeing how people are being taken round and round in a rigged concept of democracy, where the maker of it is the Western man, to hold a grip on you, actually enslaving you like the people of Israel had been enslaved by Pharaoh. I say Pharaoh, not Pharaoh. Pharaoh. I'm a professor of political science, governmental studies, and ethics. So I research everything. Every word I research. And listen to me, that this season, I woke up and started teaching because of the announcement to say that Raila Odinga has died. And therefore, naturally, I teach from the things which are happening on that particular time. And so I should talk about now death. What brings about death? What brings about Raila dying? It is disease. It's sickness. Why are they hiding this fact? Why are they putting it under cover? It's until they decide who will take over the rulership. Because Raila should have left somebody and say, Oburu, my brother, you are the leader after me. How can you, a young man, choose the elder to be his successor? It doesn't happen like that. It was Oburu to be the king, and then of the Luo, of course, the de facto king of the Luo. And that's why they are very powerful. Although they are number 3 in the lineup of the majority of those people who make up the 30 million. Is there 50 million people in Kenya? You see, the first group is the Agikoyo. The second group is Aba Lohia, on the rulership from Uganda. And then there is the Luo. And the Luo have been very prominent because what brought them up in this democracy, which people call democracy, is their monkey business politics. I told you about what is monkey politics because there are many types of politicking. The politic of a monkey is a monkey catches your child, your beloved child, and climbs it with it at the top of the tree and tell you, now my friend, you have to put a lot of food there so that when I eat and get filled, then what remains is eaten by your child. So make sure you bring a lot of it so that I should remain. If you just bring me, which I will finish, your child will die of hunger. So you have been enslaved by the love of your child because you'll be in and out bringing food to that monkey. And that is how this man was known to be a handshaker. Look at this. Moi actually took him in because of that, because the intelligence told him that he was powerful, because all the Luo were behind him, and they believed him. He was a king, a de facto king. Kibaki had to do the same. He tried to resist, and that's what brought in 207, 208, almost civil war, which made Uhuru Kenyatta to be taken to The Hague. And remember, that time he was not even a vice president, no, but he got involved trying to protect the Kikuyus using the Mongeke organization. And who else was taken? It was Ruto. Then when they were being taken individually, Ruto was made to sign that he has taken over the government as Uhuru went to The Hague. That time, Ruto became the de facto king, the de facto president, the constitutional president. So that what Uhuru loves his country. Uhuru loves his country. That if they should take him there in The Hague and lock him up and throw the key away, Kenyans will not start struggling, who will be president, because he had left Ruto firmly established as the president, de facto president. What does that mean? That Uhuru loved his countrymen, and he did not want that kind of chaos. So that, in the first place, how did Ruto himself come to be the vice president? He was chosen, Bwana. You know, when we go looking for, you see, the other day when I predicted that Raila was going to die, and you can look at my videos where I had even said, what do you expect of a guy when he is 80? When the Bible says 70 is the years, and 80 is if the guy is very strong. So that and I said what would kill Raila? I said it is putting, trying to dye his hair with Sudan black. That black is killing a lot of people because it percolates inside. And that's why I tell you, my young Gen Z, you should not be tattooed, because that tattoo percolates in the blood, and that small things goes into the kidneys, and the pain is not felt in the kidney. It is felt in the back, the lower back. We call it lubago in medical terms. So what am I saying? I'm saying that health, and that is medicine, therefore, is very important. It actually stands between politics and religion. Why am I saying that? Because there is no other religion which was as powerful as the religion which was ushered in by, you say, Musa. Others say Moses. Actually, it is Mose. Yeah, because you see, Akaba have the word. And if you look at why he is called Mose, it is even told in the Bible that is because he was picked up. In which language is that? That is the Akamba language. That you people were together in one place. Mose, you say Moses, which that has no meaning. Mose is the word of the guy who had 10 commandments written in 2 tablets. Just like I have been sent to the Gakoyo, you having 2 books, call them tablets. One the Bible, and the other one the Quran. Some of them will listen to the Bible. And the Kikuyu does not want to listen to the Quran. Yeah. That is what actually even make them to run away from me. But what is in a book? I ask. What is in a name? I want to you when I was sent to the Kikuyu. Of course, I had a dialogue also, just like Moses had a dialogue with God. And you see, the dialogue, you can read it. I have several, I look at it here. You can look at it at Exodus chapter 3, verse 14 to 15. And God said to Moses, when he was asked by Moses, now you are sending me to these people of Israel. What will I tell them? What will I tell them your name is? So this is now what you are reading is Exodus chapter 3, 14 to 15. It says, and God said to Moses, now the word in Hebrew, the way they write, the way you'll find it in the internet is ahir, asher, ahir. And then they say, even this Bible, they say, I'll be that which I'll be. That is stupid interpretation for a person who do not understand the Hebrew language, but he's trying to interpret when he does not know. He's a fake Hebrew. Because, you see, EHY is Ehai, and Ehai is one with life. And actually, even in Kiswahili, it is like that. Hai, because Ehai means one with life, a living being. And then they put EH. So they say, ahir, asher, ahir, which is a nonsense. I was shown. It is ahiel. Instead of H, it is L. But they remove H to confuse the people. They write ahir, asher, ahir. But what does it mean? It is ahiel. That is, you remove the H and put L. Ahiel, which makes sense. Ahir, with life, El, God. And then this word asher, you can find it how it is used when you are looking up in the lexicon linear interpretation of the Hebrew scriptures. Asher is like saying the. Depending on the context, it's the. So you can say Ahiel, Asher Ahiel. God, Ahiel, with life. With life, a high L, God. With life, God. So, God with life. And a shell, so it is, so you're sending me to the Kikuyu. And they have confused your name. Some of them are saying we are Jesus. They are that lost. Some of them are saying, Guy, now what will I tell them that you have sent me? Tell them just as I had told Moses. A high L, a shell, a high. God, a God with life, a living God. The living God. So, I'm sent to the Kikuyu people by the living God. The living God. That means He is alive. It's not I will be that which I will be. Oh, because they don't have any inspiration, they can write anything. So, that is one of the things to show you that I'm a prophet of the living God.